U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Gets this into the hands of the key. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
That's crazy. Why Madden would make them throw the ball like that?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They start the drive with Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kirkland. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off. And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tremendous. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on third down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it during third down. But in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on them.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
Now, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And they work this well upfield across the 40 yards. Of course, the first down as well.
Teams practicing plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
The first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Kirkland. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. And now
the Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Off the play fake, Kirkland. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Kirkland. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before again. It's inside the 25. A nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Kirkland. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over at the 11-yard line. So they've had 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. He's trying to do a little too much out there.
I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Off play action. Kirkland rolling to his left. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They find some open field here. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it. But what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. He'll dump this off to Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on third down, Kirkland, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here's Williams to return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Slot man moves right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They run the counter with Cook. And he's across for the late touchdown. And the final seconds. Lions are just about for the counter on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock gets all zeros.
Great way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, go to the film,